Hi everyone. In this video, we will see how to use CNN with MNIST dataset. So we know that we can use the same dataset for babysitting the neural network with 1 layers or 2 layers, right? So here we are going to use the MNIST classification using convolution neural network, right? Yes. So the first step is that I'm importing Keras modules. Import Keras from keras.datasets, import MNIST. From keras.models, import sequential. From keras.layers, import dense, dropout, flatten. And then from keras.layers, import convolution 2D, max pooling 2D. And then from keras.callbacks, import model checkpoint, early stopping. So in the first step, I'm importing all the necessary modules to work in this, right? So just I have imported all the modules. Fine. So let me load the data set now. So already I told you that it is in Keras. So from keras.datasets, import MNIST, right? So just I'm going to download train and test sets of MNIST dataset, right? So what I'm writing over here, MNIST.load_data, right? So I'm splitting the data into training and testing datasets. Sets. Then I want to visualize the data set. So I'm writing import matplotlib.pyplot as plt percentage matplotlib inline. If you want, you can write it over here. So I missed to write that. So I have written over here. And then I'm writing w equal to 10, h is equal to 10. And then fig equal to plt.figure. And figure size, I want it as 8,8. And the columns and rows, I want it to be 10. And for loop I have created for I in range 1 comma columns into rows plus 1 img, and then I'm adding also subplots rows comma columns comma I, and these subplots will take rows and columns 10 cross 10, and at the same time I want to print first 100 labels, right? So when I execute the code, this is what I'm getting as the output, right? So whenever you want to see the output, you can write it as plt.show. So we get this output now. So the first one says that it is 2, second one is 1, third one is 0, right? So this data set is not new to us. So it is really easy to understand. And also we are familiar with this. So what I'm doing now, just I'm trying to reshape train and test sets into shapes compatible with the Keras models. So what I'm doing now, I want to take image underscore rows and columns equal to 28 comma 28, right? So okay, fine. So let me give this a small x. Yes. So what do I get over here? I'm getting it as 60,000 comma 28 comma 28 comma 1, right? So that is what I'm getting over here. So we know that this is number of images and 28 and 28. And then this one is about the channel, right? So this is clear to you. So what I'm doing now, input image dimensions, and then img underscore rows and img underscore column 28 comma 28, and I'm trying to reshape it, right? So I'm trying to reshape it now. So like we have an extra dimension over here, right? So now what I'm going to do, I have to pre-process my data set. So basically I'm going to normalize the data set. So I'm going to convert it into float. And then I want to convert it into 0 and 1, right? So this is what I'm trying to do over here. So I wanted to know how many training samples and how many testing samples are there. So I'm getting output as 60,000, 28, 28, 1. As I told you, 1 tells about the channel, and then 60,000 tells about the number of training samples, and 10,000 tells us about the test samples, right? So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to write this one, batch size, number of classes, and epochs, right? So when I give this, like I'm giving batch size 128 and number of classes 10 because it is from 0 to 9, and epochs roughly I'm taking it as 12. Randomly I'm choosing that, and just I wanted to know the data. So just I'm checking this Y train, and this is giving me output as 5, right? So what are we going to do now? So we want to convert these labels from digits into one-hot vectors, right? So what I'm doing now, in y underscore train equal to keras dot utils dot to underscore categorical. So y underscore train, that I am writing number of classes, and then similarly for the test. So now if I look at the output, this is how it looks like. Previously it was looking like this, right? So I was getting output as 5. Now I have converted it into one hot vector. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So that's the meaning of it. Hope it is clear to you. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to build the CNN now. So I'm going to use the model. So the container I'm using is sequential over here. And then I'm adding a convolutional layer with a 32 filters of size 3 cross 3 and activation function ReLU, right? So input shape is nothing but the same input shape. Then I'm adding another convolutional layer with the 64 filters of size 3 cross 3 and activation ReLU, right? So I have added 2 convolutional layers, and then I'm adding a max pooling layer of size 2 cross 2. And then I'm dropping out with a 0.25 probability. So the codes for these cases are like, I have written model is equal to sequential. So I'm writing model dot add convolutional, and then I'm writing the number of filters, and then the kernel size, and then the activation, and then the input shape. So for this one, max pooling, model is nothing but sequential. So I'm adding max pooling 2D and then pool sizes of 2 cross 2, right? And then I'm dropping out with a probability of 0.25. And then I'm flattening the layer. So model dot add flatten. And now I'm adding a dense layer, right? So 128. So this is basically a fully connected layer with 128 units and activation function as ReLU. Now the next step, I'm again taking a dropout, applying a dropout with a 0.5 probability. Now again dense. So this is again a fully connected layer with the num underscore classes and the activation function as softmax, right? So num underscore classes in the sense how many we have? 10, right? So 10 units. So this we have defined the layers of the model. So I have added 2 convolutional layer and then max pooling, dropout and flatten, and then fully connected layer, then dropout, and then again I'm adding fully connected layer, right? So what am I going to do now? I have just added the layers. So then I'm going to set the optimizer and loss function for training. So I'm going to use Adam optimizer. So from keras.optimizers import Adam, and for loss function I'm importing categorical underscore cross entropy, right? So for Adam we have to use learning rate. So I am adding it as 0.001. And the loss function, what I'm doing, model.compile, and the loss is categorical cross entropy, and optimizer is optimizer, basically here Adam with the learning rate 0.001, and I'm using the matrix accuracy. So what I have done now, so I have converted it into one hot vectors, and then I have added the layers, then the optimizer and the loss function. Now the next step, I'm going to train the CNN, right? So I'm going to initialize the tensor board now. So the TensorBoard callback for visualization of training, we may not be able to visualize the TensorBoard. So do not bother about that. So from keras.callbacks import TensorBoard, from time import time, right? So this time is for this training, and then a log_dir, which means the directory. And then I'm initializing early stopping and model checkpoint callbacks, right? So what I'm doing here, I'm adding early stopping callback to the fit function so that like it's going to stop the training. So what I'm writing, monitor is equal to val_loss, which means validation_loss, and then the minimum delta and the patience I'm giving. So adding model checkpoint callback to the fit function is going to save the weights whenever validation_loss achieves a low value, right? So hence saving the best weights occur during the training. So then what I'm doing, I'm writing the model checkpoint, and here I'm writing the checkpoint over here, and the loss, validation loss, monitor is equal to validation_loss, and then I'm mentioning the verbosity, and then save_best_ only equal to true, and then save weights and all these cases, right? So then the next step is that I'm fitting the model to the data set. So model.fit x_train, y_train, batch size, epochs, verbosity equal to 1, validation data for the testing data. And then I'm giving callbacks, TensorBoard, early stopping model, and checkpoints. So how many epochs I have given? 12 epochs, right? So you can see over here, the loss is actually getting reduced and the accuracy is getting increased, right? Now I'm going to evaluate the CNN now. So evaluating the trained model on the test set. So score is equal to model.evaluate test data. So I'm getting the test loss as well as the test accuracy, right? So the test accuracy, what I'm getting is 99.08. For training, I was getting around 99.24. I think this is really a very good accuracy. So in case if I want to visualize some predictions, I'm importing NumPy. So whenever the calculations are required, I have to use NumPy, and then plt.figure, figure size, and imshow, which means imshow, and then plt.show. So just I'm giving the reshape function over here. The color map, what I'm using is gray over here. And in every place you can see some argmax also, right? Okay, so this is how the output looks like. See, this is looking like 0. And here you can see the label also. 1 and 1, 4 and 4, 5 and 5, 7 and 7, right? 7 and 7. So this is how the output looks like, right? So if we want to save the model, we can save the model also, right? So hope this is clear to you. So here we have seen how we can use CNN with the MNIST data set, MNIST digits data set. So hope it is clear to you. Thank you.